Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are preparing yummy egusi soup. Trust me, if you're a lover of egusi soup, then this is an absolute recipe for you. And if you don't like egusi soup, just try out this recipe. Who knows, you might decide to change your mind. So today guys, we are making this yummy goodness in one pot. Like, looking at this, you would want to grab your semo, your eba, your pounded yam, and just dig in and enjoy this recipe. Continue watching till the end. All right, the first thing that goes into the pot is beef, and then we will go ahead to add shaki, bomo, and all that into the pot. Please go wide with your protein choice. And from there, we also decide to add some dry catfish. Dry catfish gives this soup an absolute lovely taste that you will love, trust me. And then another thing that goes in, no soup without stockfish, trust me. Stockfish goes into the pot, and then we'll follow by seasoning it with salt, and then 2 stock cube goes also into the pot. After that, you just decide to give the mixture a quick stir for it to combine properly, and for the seasonings you use to spread all across the proteins. After doing this particular thing, you decide to cover the pot for 5 minutes. This is to enable the proteins to sweat at its own fluid before you top more fluid to it to cook it properly. At about 5 minutes later, this is what we have. You can see that the proteins have sweat out its fluid. It's time for us to top water into it for it to cook proper. So we'll go ahead and top water to the level of the protein to enable it to cook properly. Actually cook this for 25 minutes. You can do more pending when your protein becomes tender enough for you to use. While that is going on, we are going to be preparing our peppers, and in here I have 2.5 bell pepper, 4 scotch bonnet pepper, 1 medium sized onion, and I'm also going to be using local seasoning like obeyi to go into this. So I'm going to roughly blend this with my blender. Yes, you wouldn't want it to be too a smooth paste. You want it to be a roughly blended stuff and all that. So in goes in my crushed obeyi. My blender is not too strong to go in with the whole, so I have to crush it to enable it blend properly with my blender. And then I will cover this and blend, 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 blend until you get the consistency you want for this soup rather. So I will advise you make sure that you blend roughly. Don't blend it too smooth. Let it be roughly blended. This is not stew, this is soup. So you also want it to have some lumps of this pepper. So roughly blend it, and it will just come out nice for you to use and prep your soup. As you can see, the peppers are roughly blended, and this is just the texture, the perfect texture I need for this soup. If you don't like your peppers this way, you can blend more, but for me this is just absolutely okay for me. In a pan, you add your palm oil. I'm not actually going to allow this palm oil to bleach or heat up for long, because I wouldn't want my egusi soup, or rather my egusi, to get burnt when frying it. So I'm going to go ahead and add my chopped or diced onion into it and allow it to heat up for some time before going in with my, of course, blended peppers. In goes in my blended peppers, and I'm going to be frying this. I'm going to be adding other ingredients to this before frying, so just give a quick stir for it to combine properly with the onion and the oil. And after doing that, you are going to go ahead and add your spices. I'm going to add extra 2 stock cube, and then I'm going to go ahead and add salt and allow this. I'm also going to add crayfish. Okay, half of this crayfish actually will go in, and then I'm going to stir to combine properly and fry it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we'll come back and see what it looks like. Alright guys, after 5 minutes, this is what we have. You can see that the soup is already fried very well. We're going to go into add our 2 cups of Ibusi. I already blended this. I actually lost the clip of this Ibusi blending it. It's just basically you blending your melon. Nothing was added to this Ibusi. It's just plain 2 cups of Ibusi blended into powdery form, and I'm going to go in and then mix this properly to combine. After mixing, I'm going to fry this for the next 10 minutes. Please, while frying this, ensure that you stir continuously and fry on a very low heat to avoid it getting burnt. Alright guys, after 10 minutes, this is what we have. I like the way it is. If you want it dry, if this consistency is not okay for you and you want it dry more than this, then you can go ahead and continue frying. But as for me, I'm okay with this. Now guys, our proteins are cooked. They are all tender, and it's time to go into preparation of our yummy egusi soup properly. In a pot, you're going to add your meat stock. Okay, pour in your meat stock and then go in immediately with the blended, or rather the fried Ibusi. You're going to combine this properly. Go in with the fried Ibusi into the soup, and then ensure you combine this properly. Wow, I don't know what this Ibusi looks like, but it looks like something I should just put in a plate and start eating. I don't know if you feel the same way or I'm just being funny, but I just feel you should just put it in a plate, get a spoon, and start digging into the Ibusi. Don't mind me. So start to combine properly. Make sure you combine it properly and all that. And after that, you go in and cover this up to cook for 10 minutes. This is to enable the Ibusi to cook properly. Now after 10 minutes, this is what the mixture looks like this soup is halfway ready. Now the problem why people feel that Ibusi have this raw taste is their inability to cook their Ibusi for a long time. Now top in more water. I'm going to top in more water to this, and then after topping more water, I'm going to go ahead and add the remaining part of the crayfish. This is just to build in more flavor. Remember, I've topped in more water, and this obviously neutralized, or rather reduce the taste of the egusi. So I'm going to build in more flavor by adding this crayfish, and then go ahead and give a quick stir, cover up to cook for some minutes, and after 5 minutes, this is what we have. Yes guys, this looks so beautiful. I know you're just imagining what I'm imagining right now. Getting my semo ready, pounded yam. But I don't know what will go best with this. Now it's time to add our proteins. In here we have some stock fish, dry catfish, shaki, more beef. Just go wide with your protein choice. I'm that one person that don't cook my soup with one particular part of protein. Like, I try as much as possible to get bits of every part of the protein, the bomo, the shaki, the beef, and all that. Now give a quick stir to combine properly. God, this is beautiful. Give a quick stir to combine properly, and once you've achieved that, this looks beautiful, trust me. Once you've achieved that, all you have to do is cover it up to cook for another 10 minutes or so, but let it cook properly. And then this is what we have, guys. You can see the egusi bubbling. In goes our uziza leaf. I love uziza for spiciness. Like, this is a game changer for egusi soup. If you've not been using uziza leaf to make your egusi soup, then I think you should try it. It gives it a very different taste and it adds spiciness to your soup. I don't cook egusi without uziza leaf. In fact, most of my soup goes in with this uziza leaf. My okra and all that, I try to add uziza leaf to it. So you cover it up to heat or cook for another 2 minutes just to release its flavor into the soup. And at this point, guys, our soup is 85%. Did I just say 85%? 95% ready, and it's time to add in some life into our egusi soup. So in goes our ugu leaf. Yeah, you can decide to add ugu leaf, your spinach, bitter leaf, or whatever choice of vegetable you like to your egusi soup. For this, I'm basically using ugu leaf. Some people don't even add veggies to theirs. It's optional, but I like some life into my soup, especially this kind of soup. So I'm going to give this a quick stir to combine properly. Now at this point, I like my egusi thick. If you feel that the fluid in here is not much, then the best part to add fluid, it should have been before adding the vegetable. But at this, I love the consistency. I'm just going to cook this vegetable for a minute because I wouldn't want to overcook my veggies. And voila, egusi soup is ready. Now at this point, guys, have you subscribed to my channel? Click on that red subscribe button, turn on the bell notification so that you get notified anytime I post a new video.